Unstoppable with that crossover. That hurts.
Welcome to ChariotMan Videos. What is going on, everybody? This is ChariotMan Videos, and I'm coming at you with another video. And I'm also going to be talking about, before I get into that, I'm going to also talk about my top 5 games for the Nintendo Switch that's fell under the radar that nobody's talking about. But before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about big news, quick news for the Nintendo Switch once again, which shows that this console is not a fluke and is going to sell out the door. What I've been saying, that even the bundle of Super Mario Odyssey, people, Mario Odyssey is another masterpiece on our hands. We have another masterpiece, my people. Super Mario Odyssey has scored a 10 out of 10 out of Edge. Now, if you don't think that's a big deal, then you are extremely delusional. Super Mario Odyssey, 10 out of 10. That is crazy. Edge don't give big scores like that. So if you get a 10 out of 10 from Edge, you're doing something. That game must be special. And this is a sandbox game based off especially Super Mario 64. It has a little bit of Mario Sunshine. Like, they say that's the least game, and I saw the whole playthrough. That's a good damn game. It has a little bit of that. It has a little bit of Super Mario Galaxy too in it. It's a mixture of all three, but especially Super Mario 64. It has that open world, and it's supposed to be gigantic. They made the moons. It's supposed to be like 300 moons you gotta receive, and it's so much content in the game. Like, it's so much levels. Then you could transform into to the original Mario, like the original Mario game that you played back in the days in the early 80s. What? The original Mario, you could go into the 2D mode. That's crazy. Like, Nintendo is like, something went and popped into Nintendo. I don't know what going into the minds of those developers back in Nintendo to do what they're doing right now. Now you got 2 games. Not even the Wii had this kind of content. You got 2 classics on one system. The Wii had Zelda Twilight Princess, which is one of my favorite Zelda games. I still enjoy that game over Skyward Sword. That's right. Zelda Twilight Princess to me is better than, well, Skyward Sword was good, but I like the Zelda Twilight Princess better. To me, it was just better. It was a bigger game. I like it better. Skyward Sword was good, but then you had Super Mario Galaxy, which I truly enjoyed. I didn't get to play part 2, but I just wanted to get that quick news out that Super Mario Odyssey scored a 10 out of 10 from Edge. Unfreaking believable, man. Once again, another classic by yours truly, The Big N. Now, on to other news. This right here, this video is especially going to be made for those that there's 5 games that has went on the radar that people have been sleeping on. And I have to get it out there because people are sleeping on these games, especially this one game. People are not talking about it. It's really full on the radar, and I think people are sleeping on it. I think it needs to get the recognition. So I'm going to give these games some shine. The last one, everybody knows that game should get shine, but I'm not going to talk about that just yet. Alright? And the first game that I will go with, number 5. Number 5 is Gear Club The Unlimited. Now, this game, you have a whole lot of fleet of cars. You can be able to dress your cars any way you want. You have 100 customizations. I know the game is mobile, but people should give this game an opportunity. I think I'm gonna pick it up as a physical release. It's gonna be released later this year, later in the quarter of 2017. I think this game is falling out of the radar. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this game because it came out on mobile. Mobile games has been improving lately. If people haven't been paying attention, these mobile games, the graphics are getting stronger. It has more engines. There's a lot going on in these mobile games, and I think people need to really give it a chance. Give Gear Club a chance. It looks really good. This is the unlimited version. This is not the Gear Club on the mobile. This is the unlimited version with everything. Microtransactions, everything is in it. It's unlimited. You know what unlimited means? You get everything. You know, and I think this game stands at number 5, and this is the game that everybody should try out, in my opinion. Now, I'll go with number 4 on the list, and that is Rhyme. This game is another game that needs to be looked at. That looks pretty good for the Nintendo Switch, and I know that the developers at first is working really hard. It's not really running like it should, but it looks like an open world game. It's like a puzzle based game that you explore in this different mass world. It has some pretty decent scores from the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the PC. And I really think that people really need to don't overlook Rhyme. I think I'm looking to pick it up. It's going to be a physical release as well. I know there was a controversy about this game costing more than the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, but I'm really going to take a look at this game. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's charming. You know, it's like a lot going on into it, and I think that this game needs to be looked at, you know? And this is why this game stands at number 4. Now, we go at number 3, and that is Murphy's Law. People has really been people has been overlooked in this game. This game has been shown by the indies and by Nintendo, but it's fell under the radar. You become this one fighter. There's a 4-on-4 match, and you can shoot anybody, and you get their abilities. If you shoot their arm, you get their arm. If you shoot their head, you get their head. You shoot that person till he shrinks. It's a strategy game. So the most bodies that you take, you wins the game. And the game looks good. It's multiplayer. It's a console exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, and it's on Steam. But it's only on the Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive. And I think a lot of people need to take a look at this indie game. This shows indie games are getting better. It's getting stronger, and it's fell under the radar in my opinion. And nobody's been talking about it. And I think it needs to be talked about, just like the rest of the games up there. You know, and that's my top 3. Now, I'm going with number 2 on my radar, and that is Resident Evil Revelations, the collection for the Nintendo Switch, part 1 and 2. Look, man, I'm a Resident Evil head. Resident Evil, I know it's an old game, but it's a you know, it's pretty. It's a cheap game. It's a $49.99. It's a $40 game. You get 2 in the pack. It's enhanced as the Xbox One. You can take this game on the go. First of all, you become as Claire Renfield. You're on a ship, a vast ship. You have to shoot. I played this game. I beat this game on the Wii U, and I'm gonna play the game. You also have don't you forget, you have online multiplayer in this game, and you rank, you clear. You have all these different episodes. The part 1 is deal with episodes, and you have to get out this vast ship. You have the tank levels. You have all kind of levels. You have the Chris Renfield. It's a lot. You have Chris Renfield levels. There's a lot going on, and it's a pretty creepy game. And it's based off some of the elements of the old school Resident Evil genre. And I think people really need to take a look at this one. Part 2 goes with Claire Renfield and this girl that you're going into this cell. You on the island by yourself with Barry Barton trying to find his daughter. You know, it's a whole lot going on. This game is a game I had never got to play. It's an episodic game. It has I think it's about 5 episodes, 5 long episodes. I think Albert Wesker's in it. It's a lot going on. And Resident Evil Revelations, I saw it. This game is good. It looks good for the Nintendo Switch. Remember, you're taking this game on the go. You on the plane. And think about this now. You're on the plane at a dark and stormy night on the plane. You putting your headphones on. You playing Resident Evil on the plane. If you're going from New York City to, if you gotta take a trip to Japan, right? You're going on a 20. It's most likely like an 18 flight, or you're going to South Africa 10 flight. You could pop that Switch in there, and you want to switch. And I'm sitting back and relaxing. That's why the Switch is important, man. Everywhere you go, you can take this game. You know. But there you go. That's my number 2 on the list. Resident Evil Revelations Collections. Now, my first and last but not least game for the Nintendo Switch that everybody's forgot, and it's went off everybody's radar. I don't know how the hell everybody forgot about this game. Number 1, Payday. Jesus Christ, how y'all forget about Payday, man? What's wrong with you people? Payday is on the radar, man. And it's going to be sick, man. I'm gonna be robbing banks, and you these robbers, you going in robbing, slamming into everybody's bank. And I ain't never got to play. I played a little bit on Steam, but you robbing these banks. You taking guns. You doing all kind of things. You putting on these masks. And look, I'm gonna create a heist. I'm going into this, and I'm gonna stick the joint up. And it's coming for the Nintendo Switch. Now I'm hearing news. Nintendo wants more violent games, more graphical games. Nintendo's already have a lot of games. Nintendo is just going crazy. They're going out. But this is a game that I cannot freaking wait. It's supposed to be coming in November, sometime in November. I cannot wait for this game. It's from 505 Studios. It looks good. People forget all about this game. I mean, that's how you know you have Doom and you have all these other games. But how did y'all forget about this, man? Payday, baby. So people, man, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. What you think about my top 5 games that fell under the radar? What you think about those games? Are y'all picking up one of those games? Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe for more great content. I'm gonna be screaming in the next game, Butcher. I'm gonna have that. But don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe button if you enjoy it, and hit that bell. If you don't like it, then smash the dislike button as well and slam it, and you know the rest. And I'm gonna say peace out and keep it gaming, people, man. And I don't care what console you play. If you whatever fan you want this game, man, hell with that, man. And I'm gonna say peace out, and I'll talk to you later.